Frugalism is about achieving financial independence around the age of 40. When you no longer have to pay off a loan or depend on an employer, you are freer to decide how and where you live. If you have decided to become a frugalist, then you should definitely take the following 8 tips to heart. So be sure to watch the video to the end if you also want to become rich through frugalism. Number 1. Apply the 4% rule or the 25 rule. Every frugalist should be familiar with the 4% rule, also called the 25 rule. This rule states that you are financially free when you have 25 times your annual expenses. So if you need 2,000 euros per month for living, that's 24,000 euros annually. In this case, you should have at least 600,000 euros. Then you could withdraw 4% of it per year and keep the rest invested. Number 2. Use a budget book. To keep track of your expenses, you should keep a budget book. Here you enter all expenses sorted by category and ideally discover opportunities to save. If you already have a savings goal in mind, such as retiring earlier, this method will make it easier. With a budget book, you can identify expenses that are easy to avoid but quickly add up. Number 3. Make saving a habit in your everyday life. Increasing your income is a long-term task. However, you can start reducing your spending right now. Frugalists don't see saving as a sacrifice, but rather as a fundamental way of life. But even if you do without unnecessary cosmetics, expensive cars or travel, you can save many hundreds of euros per month. Number 4. Calculate with the 173 rule and the 752 rule. If you save this much money over a long period of time, you may well run out of steam. For this case, there are the 173 and the 752 rule. These rules make it much more tangible for you how much a consumer good really costs, not just a few euros today, but many thousands in 10 years. Multiply your regular weekly expenses by 752 or your regular monthly expenses by 173 and you will know how much you would have saved in 10 years if you would do without today. The roll at the bakery every morning for a total of 25 euros per week will cost you 18,800 euros in 10 years. So here it pays to minimize consumer goods if you want to save money in the long run. Number 5. Invest your money. You could save some money? Great. But if you leave your savings in your account, inflation will gnaw away at it and your financial freedom will be almost inconceivable later on. But even small amounts can be invested in an ETF. For a long-term asset accumulation, an investment in the stock market makes sense. Number 6. Develop multiple sources of income. On your way to financial freedom, it is very beneficial if you increase your income. On the one hand, this is possible through more salary, or you invest in stocks and real estate, or you look for a part-time job. To earn money on the side, a lot of discipline, time and perseverance is necessary. However, an average millionaire has 7 different sources of income. Start today. Number 7. Move and reduce the cost of living. People who think location independently can save quite a bit of money. One obvious solution is to move to a country where the cost of living is much lower than in Germany. But you could also save a lot of money in German-speaking countries by moving to the countryside. The rent or the purchase price are much lower there. You should only take into account that you will probably need a car. If you are employed in a home office, then a move would be quite possible. However, there are also creative solutions. Some frugalists open a shared apartment with friends or move back into their parents' house. Number 8. Repair instead of buy. Another central point of frugalism is DIY and repair. This saves a lot of money and conserves resources at the same time. Instead of replacing your household items as soon as they don't work as they should, try repairing them. This will save you a lot of money in the long run on your way to financial independence. You should also be sure to check out our video with 12 mind tricks that always work. You can find it here in the video now. If you liked the video, then I would be really happy about a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any new video.